Hey everybody, it's Adam from Adam's Anime World. Welcome to a new video. So this is going to be my thoughts on the Rent a Girlfriend panel from Virtual Crunchyroll Expo that literally just finished about 5 minutes ago. So, there was good things about this panel and there were bad things about this panel. I was really looking forward to this panel. I'm a big, as I've said before, I'm a huge fan of the show. I think it's great. It's my favourite show this season. I really think it's a brilliant show. Little homemade pass thing for the event. There. If you're not at the con to get a con badge, make your own, you know. Anyway, yeah. It was pre-recorded. Now, I've been told that most of the panels at this event are pre-recorded, so you know, considering the current circumstances, you'd expect that. It's just the easiest way to do things at the moment. Anyway, it was a good panel. I liked the way it was done. It was a sort of it was a Q&A, but it felt like the sort of thing that you would see on like a behind-the-scenes DVD or something. You know, like that sort of, it felt like a bonus feature on a DVD. And it was pretty cool. I like that. It was cool to hear some behind-the-scenes information, well, sort of like feelings that the voice actresses had on their characters, on, you know, voicing their characters, their thoughts on the show, how they go about doing things, and that. And it was genuinely really interesting. The only things that I have an issue with about this panel, and I know for a fact that I am not the only person that noticed this, I am not the only person that has a slight issue with it. I was talking to someone on Twitter while the panel was going on, and we were talking about this. In this panel, I don't know if it was Crunchyroll that got them to talk about this, or whether they just chose to talk about it themselves. But they kind of said some spoilerish things about things in the show that haven't happened yet. Like, they talked about the fourth girl in the show who hasn't been introduced yet in the show. They talked about her, and it was like, hang on a minute, guys, her episode hasn't aired yet? Like, she hasn't been introduced in the show yet? Can you not? So that was kind of annoying, because it was kind of like, you know, you try and watch the show week to week, and obviously if you're watching week to week, you tend to think, well, I'm not going to get spoilers because I'm watching the show as it airs, you know. But that was annoying. They talked about certain things that I got a tweet notification that threw me off. They talk about the episodes things that happen in episodes that are coming up. They mention, and I'm going to say this, they mention that there's a pool episode coming up which hasn't aired yet. You know, and that was the only downside to this panel. Was, yes, it was interesting to hear about the behind-the-scenes stuff and their thoughts on the characters and blah blah blah, but the only annoying, like I said, the only downside to this panel was that they did talk about some spoilerish things, and that, no, not when the show's still airing, just no. Like, to be honest, no. So that really didn't sit well with me. So yeah, I mean, what can you do? You know, it's pre-recorded, I guess. Obviously the voice actresses, they've seen the whole story ages ago. They know what it's all about. Now, like I said, I don't know if it was them that decided to talk about that, or whether it was Crunchyroll that got them to talk about that. If it was Crunchyroll, I would be surprised, because they've got the show on their service, and we're only up as far as episode 8, and as I am talking, episode 9 comes out in less than an hour as I'm recording this video, so it's kind of like, Crunchyroll, you should really know better, to be honest. But yeah. Overall, though, it was a good panel. I enjoyed it. It was just the spoilerish stuff. No. Can you not? So, yeah. So there's my thoughts on the Rent a Girlfriend Q&A. So keep here for more Virtual Crunchyroll Expo coverage over the weekend. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.